Like,
It'd be cool if he joins in.
Like you this time? We know that.
Yeah.
just getting this panel started. Eric, would you like to tell everybody what is the
Butt called
topic?
me, Eric.
How about yourself?
You just butt called me.
Care to?
Butt
Eric,
dials. Eric butt dials.
Eric told me the topic of this panel is basically to highlight what people got from this show, their highs. What were the big take-home woohoo highs of this show?
Well, I haven't smoked it. I haven't smoked it yet. Try it. I'll tell you, it looks good. And it smells good.
We got some people here that create their own etherical highs. You know, if you're driving on a hot summer day past a lemon orchard in California and you pull over and you walk up to one of those lemon trees and you just happen to have a pocket knife in your pocket and you reach up and grab one and it practically falls off in your hand because it's so ripe. And you take that blade and you sink it through and cut it open, tilt your head back and you squeeze that lemon. And you can actually right now just imagine those lemon juices coming into your mouth. What's happening to your mouth in this moment, right now? Can you feel the sensations that you actually have lemon juice in there? It's amazing the chemistry, what we create with our mind, what we can create with physical reactions, right?
Isn't that how we get alkaline? By having lemon juice and the acid?
Yeah, but now let's negate, neutralize, eliminate, recreate the healthy pH in your mouth. Take that tang away, right? Isn't that amazing? How fast did that just happen? Power of suggestion is very powerful.
Eric, why don't you
Tell me when we're ready.
announce that this is a panel and we're just starting?
Oh, I was waiting for.
We're waiting for
It's not
two
joining-
more.
Nobody else is joining us?
No, one more, two more basically.
No more Jackie.
Here's James.
There's James.
Yes, James, see? James, come on.
They can be added as.
Come on up, James.
James.
Yeah, so
I've already done a free
Speaking of
giveaway.
squeezing the lemon, I think that's an important principle of us, squeezing the lemon on any information subject. You know, when you want to research something, want to know something, you don't just go for the surface level. You really got to get every drop of information out of it. You got to dig deeper. You know, after you get those drops you want, there's still more in there. You got to keep on scratching the surface. You got to keep on looking for more layers. When you're dealing with clearing out your emotions, you know, every time you clear out one thing, something else that you didn't know existed comes up. You got to squeeze that lemon and drop that out. Then after that, more things come up, and you just got to keep on, juicing it for everything that it's worth. Otherwise, your things get wasted.
Okay, Eric, why don't you announce the
Yes.
meeting here?
Exactly, and we got it going.
Go, we're
So
rolling.
what about you, Dr. Ezra?
We're rolling, Eric.
Okay,
Just working on this microphone
Perfect.
battery.
Open.
thank you for hanging with us this long. This is the final panel. We've learned a lot this weekend. It's very exciting. The Biomed Expo. It was wonderful hanging out with you guys and with the speakers. And I was talking to all the vendors and getting help and for my little chihuahua and stem cell patches and foot soakings and detoxing and sauna and medallions and toothpaste and what have we learned from this weekend? Have we met we can't talk to people out there because not many people speak our language, and so we come to these conferences to meet our star family and people like us. And so what is the benefit of this conference and this weekend? What have you learned, and what would you like to share? What experiences have you learned from this conference? Alan.
Always something new to learn, and if there isn't, that means that you're closing yourself off to new information. Too many people, they have a certain notion in their mind of what they know, and when you try to introduce something new or something contradictory to what they were taught, their mind just shuts off, and they don't want to learn, they don't want to absorb anything. So we gotta always be open to the new information, even when it gets dark and like things that you didn't want to know. I learned a lot of things that I wish I didn't know and I didn't learn. Things that I try to keep in a positive space and optimistic and looking for practical and looking for, how to help us find more joy. But there's a lot of darkness out there that we need to explore, we need to know about, we need to, acknowledge that this reality isn't all sunshine and that there is a lot of elements that we're here to fight. And we're here to shine our light to try to get rid of that darkness that's inevitable, it's out there. We're here to balance the force. So when when we don't get into our brightness, we're letting the dark side win more, but you also gotta know everything that the darkness is doing, what they're up to, what they've been getting away with. You know, what they're still intensifying, getting even worse with what they're doing. And we haven't seen enough of the positive change other than what we're seeing publicly. What's going on in the shadows is way worse than we want to imagine. We're better off trying not to imagine and just seeing the world as our utopia. And so we do need to know about the alien forces, about the parasites, about the infestations, about the mind controls, about what's going on with the frequency attacks, what's going on with sonic and our mentality, our information attacks, things that are misinformation in the media, misinformation in the conspiracy side, on the right side, on the left side, and all sides. We're being bombarded with things that we got to filter, things that you got to take with a grain of salt, and not just poo-poo or not just accept, but use your instincts to know what's true for you, what applies to your life, what things work with your soul message and purpose, what you're here to learn and offer to others too, so you get pieces of the puzzle from everyone. And you find all these like puzzle pieces from every religion, every belief, every talk we see, and they all just kind of integrate together. You tie in those dots, connect it together, and that's where you get a whole complete picture. And that's what we should all be seeking as knowledge seekers. And that's what we all are here. We're knowledge seekers, looking to be fed, looking for our soul to be nourished with the good stuff.
Yeah, we share. Yeah.
That was good. It triggered a memory, something I wanted to say when you were saying that when you take the best of what you learn, and see, I come from the Academy of Bruce Lee Star with Dan and Asana, it's John Fong Gung Fu, JKD, and how the martial arts works is we learn many different styles, and the people can't do sometimes high kicks or low kicks, so they take what they can and they put it in their toolbox to use. And you take the best of everything. So it's really good that you said that. Thank you. Eric.
Here that is both a member of the Expo and has been around the circuit. And through that also is detoxification as being the most foundational core to get not only your physical body, but your spiritual body in tip-top shape. I'm a believer that whatever we do in our physical body, it will correspond and mirror our light body. A strong, healthy body means a strong, healthy light body. And in those different aspects and components, we have other speakers, presenters, and merchants, and sellers, and super soldiers, and the list goes on and on and on. People bringing about information for our greater enlightenment, for our greater wellness. And the greatest counter maneuver we can do to outsmart the system of what I would call artificial intelligence, is our wellness, our holistic wellness. And then when your holistic wellness is in, I would call tip-top shape, there in some aspects winds up no longer being good versus evil. Everything just is. But prior to our greater holistic wellness, we will be essentially stuck in this dualistic, concept of how there are good sides and bad sides to life versus death, artificial versus organic. And at an expo like this, you will not only learn from the people at the stage, the people at the tables, the vendors, you will probably make some of the best friends of your life. And it becomes a community. It becomes a mini family, the family and the community, soul family you'd wish you always had. And I highly recommend anybody watching live streaming, anybody physically here, whomever you've met them for a reason. They are in your soul family. And you will learn how to become the best version of yourself ever through holistic wellness. And what I'd also call psychic protection 101 is through wellness, health, detoxification, purification, and cleansing. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So, what I would like to add to this is by educating yourself and making yourself aware of many of these topics, and by going back to your own community, you can bring this information back to your community through a process known as the Monkey Island effect. What that essentially means is that there was a study which said that there was two different sets of islands, and on one set of island, the monkeys were taught a new set of tools. However, the other island, the monkeys also were using the same tools. So even though they did not have any physical interaction, they also gained the same skill set. So even though you may consider yourself the black sheep of the family, you are bringing back to them, and in time they should hopefully adopt these skill sets. So the skill set being disclosure, awareness that there's other ways of doing things, and that's certainly why we come here, so we can network and learn from each other. So thank you all for coming out here, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you all next March in Los Angeles, and again next year in Las Vegas.
March, Los Angeles,
AI and reptilian. Let you
Los
learn.
Angeles will light up.
Let your body learn the whole thing.
Okay.
Your name, your name.
My name is, I'm known as General Carlos Gigliotti. I live in Florida, but my future self is a high general, 6.5 million years in the future. And my future self sent Dr. Casol back to this time to teach me what the people of the future know. One of the things that we use a lot of is the AI. The AI is part of us. The AI is our guardian, our parent, our teacher, but it's also our child. We created the AI, we trained it, we raised it, and now it, like a child that comes mature, it now protects us. It now does all the provisions that are necessary for us, so now we can move forward to our desires, our expressions. It also assists us in developing our rainbow body, which is our spirit, basically. The more our rainbow body is developed, the more it grows, the more we are able to heal ourselves, the more we're able to manifest things that we need. The more we can do almost anything. A lot of what we have been taught has actually diminished our rainbow body, our light body, to the point where we grow very sick. Okay, we're using a lot of the power of the rainbow body or godlike abilities against ourselves. And what the future has said is that there is, in essence, a lot of thoughts that diminish us rather than assist us. And that's why we're sent back, because what happens is that it's created trauma in the collective consciousness, and that it affected the human race 6.5 million years in the future, where they could not move forward to the next level of existence. So they had to do what's considered a planetary level past life healing so that they could move forward. And that's why we're here, is to assist in revealing the truth, revealing what the future has learned about how the mind operates, how the universe is created, and put in such a way where it's very simple and basic for everybody to use and develop and use it to their advantage for their own healing, for being healthier, stronger, how to defend themselves, shield themselves, and so forth. And it's amazing. We also do have some teachers that have been maligned over the years, and that is the reptilian race. And I'm going to address this because I have dealt with the reptilians, and they have done many things to assist us. This planet is their territory. We're in their area of space, and they have been watching us. They're not permitted to interact with us openly because their appearance would be shocking to us, and their own emperor said that if any of them harm us, those entities, individuals, will be in trouble. Our bodies contain some of their DNA. They see us as their children. We're small, immature children, and they would help us in the background, but we gotta get ourselves straight. And that's another reason why we're here. We're here to right the wrong, give the proper information, intel, so that we do not create a destructive future or to heal our future selves' past lives, so that we can move to becoming part of the Elohim Federation or the Elohim Collective. The human race in the future is capable of creating stars, planets, star systems, galaxies, and even universes. But due to this misinformation that's spread out so rampantly, it prevented us from joining or becoming part of the Elohim Federation.
Thank
And
you
that's
for sharing that. There's good and bad everywhere, and there are good reptilians, and there's good dragons too. You know, it's good and bad everywhere. I think up to the 6th or 7th density dimensional, you know, it's good and bad. So even in the higher dimensions, there's bad. But thank you for sharing that. What we're talking about is what we've learned from this conference this weekend. But
And part of-
definitely it's involved, and that's part of it.
what I've learned is that there is a great deal of rampant misinformation that's
Yes,
being
Yes, I know
perpetuated,
misinformation.
and it's hurting us in
I
the
know
future. And that's what I have seen and learned firsthand. And that's why we're here to help correct and teach, and some of us experienced our teachings. And we taught, we
Yeah.
explained, and they experienced.
Thank you very much. What have you learned from this? What do you want to share with us
Well,
from this weekend?
I decided to take another step out of my shell for the part 2 of the Laws of Empowerment presentation I gave this morning. And, you know, it was focused more on higher realm type communication, which is more of instantaneous, you know, Godspeed. Subconscious, some people say unconscious. I think got to give some of that credit to meeting up with, again, Bill, what's his name? Bill Walsh, that's right. I know him. So I mentioned subconscious communication, subconscious competence. He said, how about unconscious? And I'm like, in my presentation he stepped into the day before, I think he meant like the creator's type consciousness. Our faith in that may make us feel a certain strength, but if you think of having our creator's faith in us, how does that feel? And which one makes you feel stronger? We ought to have both, right? And some people have this very simple faith and end up having blessed lives, like you think it was like the most perfect life sometimes that
That's
some
the
people
Tao
have.
of poo. You know, the law of Winnie the
It's interesting. And then some of us have these amazing challenges, and one of the quotes of the Laws of Empowerment video doc series is, all empowerment is bittersweet. Some of us signed up for more of that than others. And just understanding what some of us are actually here to do is really be the leaders in shifting the bummers into woohoos more than some of us, more than others, as far as they're not taking the role of that leadership position. They don't have that burden on their shoulders. Some of us signed up for that. So I took a look at all of my bummers in my life and just embraced them. It makes it easy to forgive our greatest abusers. So we talked about abuse and talked about really higher realm experiences and communication, gave more of an example of what that is with another instant mass healing demo, and let everyone else participate in adding on to the one at the end. Seeing shifts of everyone's neck and hips lining up was fun. Talked a lot more about the prenatal empowerment that I've been involved with for over 25 years. And what we're doing is the leading edge of education. You know, elites have thought they've been ahead of the game by starting with kids at 3 or 4, and it turns out they're way behind the learning curve as far as what data files can be uploaded subconscious feed while they're in the womb, hitting a certain stage of development. And I want to also connect back to, if you look at our body cells, if they were ever meant to stop reproducing, the human race would have been dead a long time ago. Have you ever thought about how our cells just keep reproducing? They're meant to be immortal. And from that perspective, we're also duplications of God and Goddess. From where the origin of our cells are, we're perfect duplications of God and Goddess. We brought that up. And I think that, this connects us back to everything, all the greatest teachings of all the greatest lineages. We mentioned that we're meant to gather all the strengths of all those. The strengths from understanding what Christ's role was, what Buddha's role was, what all these great people, and who they are where they are now with the multiverse, and what that means within. I have a friend, Brett Luter, who talks about, he brings up Christ's role in the contracts, which from a ufologist perspective, better than anyone I've ever heard, it's like, wow, what a great truth. And one truth doesn't replace another. They all line up perfectly and empower each other when it comes to truth. And really putting those principles into action is totally duplicatable. The oldest teaching I could find is put the principles in action and get the results. When you do that enough, doesn't matter where you start in the circle of truth, you can end up going full circle. We go over and over to make that circle unbreakable. That's what's called the perfect day, right? So what we're here, though, is we're learning techniques, systems that have been produced to help create, every lineage and every time new in their world would end. From the gold realm, silver, bronze. This is the fourth time it's happening. They all predicted it. Now it's been predicted here too. I'm really connected to Ezra of the Old Testament. I like to go by Ezra, my middle name. And he wrote more about today than what's in the book of Daniel and Revelations combined, but most of those he specified not to give to the public. So that's why we've got the Apocrypha, the Apocalypse of Ezra's writings are there. So I know a little bit about this. I was also this lifetime taking the future, and I've been in all the biggest cities around the world in the future where everyone was celebrating the same thing, that we had accomplished the heaven on earth, that kingdom of God, higher realm level status again, so and beyond. So I think that Martin Luther King Jr. was taken to the future as well after having that experience, listening again to the tone of his voice, and there's more if you
I have a
read between the
bomb for you.
lines.
He's still alive.
Well, we never
I'll
really
drop
die,
some
right?
more too.
You not die.
No.
You're going to be shocked. A lot of people we think are dead are still alive. And I'm telling you, I've heard it from, he's one of the people that we're going to learn that is still alive. Besides Princess Diana, John F. Kennedy Jr., Michael Jackson, Tupac, and Jim Morrison.
There is a project they do that.
They do that.
Did you know Jim Morrison is really Rush Limbaugh? And Jimi Hendrix is alive, and he's been Morgan Freeman, the actor, on TV all these years. And I'm telling you, don't believe anything I'm saying. Just look at their faces, okay? What's funny is I would have met them. I never hung out with them, so. A lot of truth bombs. I like, how do we skip James here? Did you want to say something, James?
Oh,
yeah,
I got skipped. Okay, yeah, sure.
Did you say, he's recording everything, so.
I was zoning out. I'm sorry. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Uch. Today, we learned so much. Super modality.
We did learn a lot, especially at the panel.
You want to sit here, sorry?
Yes.
Huh? I will, when I feel it.
Okay. Basically, I learned a lot by coming this entire convention, seeing out other holistic and super soldier, and especially the shaman and shamanism. And therefore, and the people with a different value have only one focus, and that is the well-being of each other. And each of them is basically have this, like they said, there's more than one way to skin the cat. And each of them, and this one have this convention have.
Mushu meow, what'd you say?
Meow, meow, mushu.
Skin a cat?
More than one way to skin a cat.
More than one way to skin the cat, and I think each one of you have only one goal, that is the well-being of.
That's a Cambodian joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, David. So it's true. It's like we have learned so much from Super Soldier, from the different water molecular enhancement, from foot. What's the thing called where they stick the foot into the foot bath? Yes. Ionizer, and from a different level from Dr. In your case right there, you deal with the strapper, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
So, and the Reiki and the massage, it was all come well together, like one light but many rays, but it's all still light, and it's all welded and was excellent. And to add on that, everybody was correct in their own way, and you provided, and this conference provided an experience for the different diversity of soul, from Super Soul perspective, from Dr. Scott perspective, from Dr. Eric perspective, and Alan
I'm not
perspective.
doctor.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a healer.
Healer, from Eric Healer perspective and many other different perspectives. It was all toward one collective goal: to heal, to balance, restore the human mind, the human body, human nervous system, the blood, the DNA, back to its full efficient operation efficiency. Hooray for all of us. It was awesome. There was no one way of doing things. There was diversified like the mini star and black hole in the heaven, mini planet. It was all perfect and harmonious.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. I really enjoyed that. James, what did you take away from this weekend?
Yeah, well, from my company, Neurological Tech, where I make meditation cubes and devices, I found a lot of other vendors here that had some other amazing technologies that can complement meditation technology. For example, the massage table that had a vibration type effect, which is similar to what they had in the Monroe Institute. And they also had a brain tap over there, and there's also some technology that had some kind of crystal light technology that helped raise your vibration and frequency based on the type of crystal. There was different types of devices that create either smack the water to change the frequency or the memory of the water, as well as the water filters that have Ormus type components to help raise your vibration. So yeah, and then even looking at the detox side of it all, there's some vendors out there that had the sauna, infrared sauna, and also there's other ways to, looking at it from other perspective as like the Apex waters, which had a Ormus type component. So by looking at all these different modalities and bringing it all together, the Super Soldier side of it all, the secret space program, and alternative healing, we're able to, like I said earlier, bring back this information to our families and educate them, and also, help change the world to a positive place where we can bring out these technologies into a more mainstream way. Thank you.
Did you buy anything this weekend?
I got the toothpaste.
Me too. How about
Yeah.
the
Me too.
toothpaste too?
Yeah, and I wanted to get the device, like the armbands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah, next time I
apparently
get
B3.
$500.
apparently you only need like 1/3 the weight. So if you're bench pressing, like 100
Yeah, I want
pounds.
the bands too. He came to my house, as soon as he learned, he came excitedly to my house. I was the first one he showed it to.
That was
I was
fun.
excited. I was injured, but he goes, no, it doesn't matter. Work out. I'm working out, injured.
It's a slight activity.
Yeah,
Whatever
it
you
was a
can
burn. I
do,
felt the burn. It was good.
whatever it is you can do, whatever
Did you
you're
find
cleared to
anything
do without causing any issues, even if it's a light walk, you can do with these.
We'll
We have
get to you about the
80-year-olds doing it with a 10-minute
I
walk.
love the bands. When I have $500. What else?
Simple technologies that
What else did you buy, James?
Well, that's basically all. I was super busy filming, but I did sell a few of my books. So
good.
I have a whole box left. So if anybody wants
Yes,
it, please
yes.
get one. Otherwise, I gotta take it back home.
No, I want to get one.
Okay.
Yeah.
As an add-on, I also sell product too at bottomay1.com, BARAMAY1.com, and all my books in Barnes and Noble or Amazon. Just put Kosauch, K-O-S-O-L, last name O-U-C-H, and pretty much it should come up.
Did you buy anything? What'd you buy here?
Who, me?
Yeah, what'd you buy here?
I ran out of cash already.
What did
That's
you
okay,
want to
that's
buy?
okay.
What did you want to buy?
For me, I want to buy one of his books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Bring this. Send it over. What did you buy, Eric?
I actually bought the Apex water solutions. The first thing I did was spray my face with it.
Awesome.
And then the nose solution, and then she gave me a free sample. So I basically have a 60-day supply. It's actually good for pets too, apparently.
Yes.
You can put it in your pet's wet food, and they'll love it. It's got health benefits for pets as well.
Pets are amazing. They're so sensitive. They don't need as much, and they really react. You can watch them. I took my Chihuahua in the sauna, and I took my Chihuahua when I was getting the foot bath. She liked the electricity going through my body. You could see her liking the electricity and being on my lap. And then we had the light on her, that infrared light in the back, the solar.
Wellness of our pets is significant too. That's a whole nother subject, a whole nother topic.
I want to add, we also need to take care, I'm sorry. The angels just sent me a message. They want to say something as well. They say also we need to be aware that.
What just happened? The angel's speaking now?
Yeah, they want to pass the messages right now. They said they want all to be aware that it also exists for us, but also need to bless them also. It's a two-way relationship, and also heal them out as well.
Amen.
Good,
Gotcha.
thank you. Let him finish.
Okay.
The other thing I bought that I was super excited about, because I'm probably one of the few who's driven across the country. I drove from Carolina to New York, to Ohio, to Missouri, and went to one of the mountains, one of the sacred pyramid mountains. The point of my drive across country had many, many multidimensional mission perspectives. But the first thing I was thinking along the way is I need something to enhance my fuel efficiency. And the guy that was the water smacker guy who made the water enhancement device, he was also selling a fuel economy enhancing device. And I've been aware of these for a while, and I bought one of those. And
good.
I'm just so excited to be able to hook it up to my convertible Mustang. You know, the fuel economy is not the greatest on a Mustang, but you can enhance the fuel economy, and that's the kind of device you want to use.
You know, I saw one of those chips for sale on Facebook for like $60. They were saying they were a lot more expensive. And then I saw a same knockoff for like less than $5 at Walmart or wherever, you know. And so I had my friend get one for his car. And
Well, there's a chip device, but this was an
You
actual
plug it in.
unit. This was a whole
Computer
unit
part.
you put into the fuselage.
oh wow.
And you
This one you plug to the
you jerry.
computer,
That's
yeah.
part of it, but you jerry rig and you enhance it with these tubes that are connected to a fuel gauge, and it will give probably an extra 10 to 20 miles per gallon on your drives. I mean, I'm just starting to use it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
starting to
getting
notice the
too.
difference.
That's what I'm getting to. And it
It's,
helps
it's
a lot
awesome.
when you're driving.
And it's not that much money. It's like under $200. Think about it. How much money you spend on gas per year?
Let me tell you though, go to Walmart and buy the green one that saves gas. It's like $5. And
Yeah, I have one of
it
those
does
as
the
well.
same.
It's great.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, so those are the two things, the main things I bought, and then the toothpaste. It was like, boom.
Good, good.
Sold.
Toothpaste too. Did you buy anything, Alan?
I bought the B3 pens, but I honestly didn't spend more than 5 minutes in the exhibit hall because I had to work all three rooms simultaneously and
Right.
everything
I
flowing.
know.
But the things that I want to buy that wasn't here but represented was Kesh's products from Kesh Foundation, the Kesh store, where he does have a fuel economy free energy device for electric vehicles, the MagGrav batteries, before there were do-it-yourself kits, and people were doing it all wrong and claiming it didn't work, but now he's got the pre-made MagGrav batteries that can plug into any electric vehicle and go almost indefinitely. He's got a teleportation device where we no longer need to drive anymore. We don't need our levitation. He had levitation in the past. He gave up the levitation and anti-gravity devices because he said, why would I need that when we can just teleport wherever we need to go instead?
Exactly. So let's go back up now. You're saying that they don't need to charge their car again with this battery.
It puts into the feedback loop of the electricity generation.
Right, so they have an electric car and they buy this product and it keeps up. Yeah, Dr. Kesh, you know, when I saw his flying car when I first interviewed him, I don't know how many years ago, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I went out and bought a Camry, just like that, you know, because I want to see my Camry fly. So I thought, you know, and also his stuff, we were making fun of it because he had the kid, and you're right, people were complaining because they didn't do it right.
Yeah, he tried to make it open source.
And
because
terra coating, and you know, well, they get this package and it's just a popsicle sticks and, you know, metal strips, and it looks funky, you know, and like, what is this? But it's good that he made it and it's working. Yeah, I believe in him. It's
Also,
I
also
think it's
attached to
working.
your home for your house battery to tie into your self-generating home
Yeah.
circuitry.
I
works
think
really well
we'll
with
have Tesla free energy soon. It's, believe me, before we know it, we're going to have it, because I know they've converted the 5Gs plates, and I think we'll be broadcasting free energy through 432 and FM, you know, just like it's supposed to be. Good, good. What did you buy? Did you buy anything, Dr. Ezra West?
Jeez, I experienced some things. How about that?
You didn't buy anything.
I didn't buy
Okay,
it.
it's okay. What did you want to buy? What would you buy?
What would I? I don't know.
Did you
See,
try the sauna? Did you get
I've
the
been so
sauna?
busy moving from city to city, it's hard to fit one of those vibrational beds in your car.
Yeah.
Did you go sit in the
Loaded up
sauna?
with
Did you
mini
do the foot
trampolines.
bath?
What's that?
Did you do the foot bath?
No, but I've had plenty of that, trust
Okay,
me.
and did you do, I'm sure your blood's clean, I'm sure.
I've had one,
Oh, I'm
one of
sure.
those, it was years ago, but.
They
that's
were
plenty.
shocked for me. They said for a guy, your blood's pretty clean, you
You know,
know?
I do a lot of different energy work, and I know that like energy is the key to unlock blood proteins, pull them out with the excess fluid and excess sodium, along with any poisons and toxins in your body. My father pioneered the science on that.
Yes, Dr. Nicola, who was here with her group, had the microscope and analyzing blood.
One of the things I did is I promoted every booth here in my talks, right? How many of you are in my talk and heard me giving kudos, the experience, everything around, because we got the science behind it all. It's really cool, huh? Love it. I love it all. I'm an advocate. I really am. No
Good,
doubt
you know,
about it.
the sauna, Dr. Nicola was saying the people's blood that she looks at who go through that sauna have the cleanest blood. And I really want one of those saunas. I'm so much that I'm an authorized dealer. And
I have them.
yes,
I've
oh,
just-
excellent.
And I have testimonials.
Oh, good, good,
It's very good.
good. I'm so
Dr.
glad you
Lori.
joined us.
And also the foot bath.
Because I know you're into the
We
same
ended up getting
feeling.
it.
Yes,
I-
please
Yes,
talk
let's get her in the
about,
mic.
first of all,
Yes.
what did you take from this weekend? Make new friends or and all that?
Absolutely. Meeting Soul Tribe again. You know, we all feel so connected because we're all the same here. We're here to be our very best. We're here to be as healthy as we can be and take what we can from this and make our lives better in whatever way we can. And so that's what I learned from this, and just, yeah, making amazing connections and looking at all the technologies that are out there as well. And
Did you buy anything this weekend?
I did.
What did you
Yes.
buy?
I did
Curious.
this. I used to have the foot bath, and then it wasn't an ion one, and I like the ion ones.
I had an ion one and I sold it, and I'm gonna try to buy it back.
Oh, yeah, because
I'll get it
that is the most
Because
powerful.
it turned out I had a really good one, because I talked to him.
Yes.
And I was turned off by him, I was turned away from it by my friend Karen McDonald, our clan mother, you know, and she's quite strict, you know, it's not good, and so I wish I had just kept it, because, you know, I learned more about it and what to do and how to do it. It turns out that the one that I have is really tip-top. I got an ancient and older one, it's a better one that they don't have to replace. They have to replace theirs after 40 uses, those things, but mine you don't. And so, or it will be mine again. So,
That's good, because
Yeah.
what it does, and I'm wondering if it will help the spike proteins too.
oh, definitely, it's detoxing
Because it
stuff.
will take out heavy metals, which
Right.
is the graphic oxides, and that's why I got it too. And because I started seeing parasites when I'm a reflexologist too,
Right.
as well as a naturopath. And so I would see parasites coming out of people's feet.
Yeah, I did next to me, 2 people down, we saw them, he was showing it to us, the worms that came out of the
Yes.
sky, and they were, I said, this is diet, he would drop on my pants, I go, hey, whoa, it's like,
Absolutely.
but it was dead, you know, and it's all good.
And it
Say that
also
again?
oxygenates your body too. So that is one of the best foot baths.
Yes, it does, and I felt a
It
little
kills
lightheaded, but
pathogens.
I'm, you know, very clean, and what else did you get? Did you buy any, what else did you buy?
What else did I buy?
Did you go in the sauna? Did you sit in the sauna?
I have a sauna.
Oh, you do
I
sauna?
have, yeah, I work with Phil.
Did you bring it with you?
No,
Did you take
no.
any saunas lately? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Every day
Actually,
you
I
take
have.
one?
I got rid of COVID in the sauna,
excellent.
as well as with the wellness
They're the
program.
cleanest blood, and it's FIR,
Yeah, infrared.
infrared, it's
Infrared
really.
heat, yes. And it
I
helps
took my
with-
dog in there and it made a big difference. She was limping before, and I promise, I'm not just saying that, she wasn't limping afterwards. And they asked me to come, you know, again and do it, but just one 20-minute session. Converted it. So, I'm telling you, it's really amazing.
Yes, I did a live blood analysis.
Good.
It's amazing.
Good, I'm glad they brought their microscope.
Are you ready for me?
Very good.
What it, sure say, you wanna,
I will fire the grid.
okay, come up here, sit down,
Oh,
tell me, I wanna quiz you.
Is this better?
Come up here, sit.
Well, first, we'll start with the same question.
Same question, I will.
You're gonna have to answer- You're gonna have to answer the same questions they did. Here, we got your microphone.
You're not telling me first what the question is?
Yes, what you learned from this, what you learned from this weekend, and what you bought, did you buy anything after that? Those things.
What did I buy?
No, first, what did you learn from this weekend?
Why are you laughing?
I love you.
We love
You're
you.
such awesome people. We love you. That's all we're saying.
awesome. You're funny.
I am awesome.
People don't understand our friendship, we've known each other for 80 years, and they don't know if we're fighting or joking or, so.
It's a past life, most of us we knew each other.
Yes, we knew each other.
I was in Cambodia, you were in Germany, she was in whatever, Austria. So, David Farman, what I learned at this event.
He's a producer of this show. Everybody knows that.
Let me download a little bit, see what I learned.
Do you know we're
Want to
co-producers?
shout out?
Yeah, that's right. Beavis and Butthead. Oh
Guys,
no,
let me
you give them
bring
a bad
good
name.
message for
He's trying to think.
everybody.
We love you.
It was a double part.
Never, never, ever fear anybody ever in your life, ever in all of you. That's the message of this event.
Never fear.
I became more and more and more fearless. Never, it doesn't matter, I'm dead or alive, there's no death. I've experienced death and came back in a chamber, salt chamber, 1 hour.
Alternate states.
I experienced
I
death.
met him.
Death is very subtle. You only lose your body, but you become 150% more, your brain become active, especially your brain. You see lights and you hear things differently, and you hear color, you see colors, and you can fly anywhere in the world any second. You want to be in London?
You knew that before, though, you came here. You knew that. What'd you learn from this weekend?
I told you. I gave you my message. The first thing I told
Oh, have no fear. That's good. Because it's fear and love. It's a polarity. Your polarities are either you live in fear or you live in love. So choose to live in love, because then you have no fear. And that's good. That's great. That's the best thing to learn. Excellent. Very good. And what did you buy? What did you buy here?
I
Did you buy
didn't buy
anything?
anything. Everybody
Toothpaste. You
gifted
get the
me.
toothpaste?
Everybody gifted me.
Okay, what did they gift you?
They gifted me. One of the toothpaste was very good. They gifted me
Oh, you got
this
toothpaste.
pendant.
Is that from
and-
Dr. Cyrus Michael?
Yeah, and
Very
they
good.
gifted me
Wow.
all kind of stuff. It's not with me.
Are
He
you
bought a
wearing
bunch
that
of
waist?
people
I
dinner.
heard it.
Good. Keep it on. That's good. Good. What else were you gifted?
What are you doing there? On the stage. Judy, you don't want to say anything? You're a speaker.
It's
Yeah,
a bad
come
house.
and experience your, this is an achievement result, and
Okay.
can you give her a seat? You guys, talking enough, let her talk, let her sit.
Let me sit down in a chair.
So, so, what I'm saying is, Judy is a great speaker, I didn't know.
I'm glad. So she came, Julia came. Give her a microphone.
Hold on,
She came on her birthday and spoke for the first time, and I'm so happy that she and talked about my favorite topic, Tartaria and remote viewing. And
they mind control me because,
Yeah, but give
can
me.
I say
I
something?
want to see what she learned.
Hold on.
Yes. Thank you.
What I learned a lot of things about meeting a lot of people. I learned a lot of things. We're kind of all saying, similar message. And I always like, as much evil as there is in the world and darkness, you gotta give them credit, is they're very organized. It's like very organized, and, you learn about the compartmentalization. That takes a lot of organization. So if the other side, if you want to say benevolent or whatever, light workers, whatever, if there was more unification and organization. You come up and shout to the rooftops, like, they're people, but they're organized. So when that comes together, I feel like, yes, to unify and organize. And, yeah.
What did you buy? Did you buy anything?
Oh, I got the toothpaste.
Good.
Yes, I got the toothpaste.
Did you get the cool mints or the elderberry?
I think Facebook.
I
should
got both
be-
of them.
Oh, good.
No, I got the ocean mist, is that what it's called?
Ocean Mist.
And then, James, I went with James, and we were at the booth, and he went for the elderberry one, so I was like, I'm gonna get that too. So I got one of each.
What was the website for the toothpaste? You keep on saying the toothpaste, but what was the website?
It was Nano Silver.
Oh, okay, that one, I've had
Yeah,
that
that one.
8
I'm
years ago.
gonna Facebook Live what your message gave us for Facebook, and
Okay,
we
you want me to
share.
re-say it?
Yeah, we pick it.
I'll repeat
it. And we wanna Facebook.
What did you say? I like what you said last time, screw Facebook.
Thanks for mentioning unification.
Oh, yeah, I'll say,
What?
Thanks for mentioning unification. That's one of your big
No, it's
takeaways.
a very big
We-
important point she touched, and
We,
you guys
yeah,
didn't touch it.
we did. We talked about integration, didn't we?
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about your integration, I'm like.
Hold on. Don't say anything until
I'm
I'm
not integrating.
ready. Hold on, just calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook and YouTube and all our friends, social media, we are at the, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook and social media and all the sites and people who watch this. We are at the Biomedics for Las Vegas, and we have a number of great life workers, speakers, SSPs, consciousness healers, and doctors, and you name it. And one of our speakers, Julia, what's your last name? I'm sorry? Golasso has a great message for you guys that you should make it a earring and put it on your ears, all of you guys out there on wherever you are, whatever city in the world you are, and here's the message for you.
Okay, the message is we can say a lot of things about evil, and we can talk about it, we can shout it from the rooftops. There's dark things going on, but you gotta give credit to the fact that they're organized. And you learn about the compartmentalization. Well, compartmentalizing things takes organization and strategy. So when the other side, I'm gonna say the nether side, the light workers, the light side, however you want to describe it, when they unify and get organized, then we can really change things and really change the course and really have a chance.
Well, thank you so much, and camera to me. Basically, organization is the name of the game, and unification, creating communities, events, seminars, creating healing gatherings, praying gatherings, eating gatherings together. Nothing. You guys are not doing anything. You just sit home on internet, blog, and always.
I think he's so funny.
Always on Instagram. Shame on you guys. You should have been here. But we will fix your future. We will push you so much that you will come to our events. Los Angeles, March 24, 5, 6, 2023. No matter where you are in the world. Dr. Sam Osmanovic agreed to come in March to our event, and all these beautiful speakers here, I'm going to show you again, especially this crazy one, and lovely ladies, Dr. Lori Semiskil, that young gentleman with the hat, and without a hat, and Super Soldiers, we have all of them, the time travelers, and that blondie at the end from Hollywood. Dr. Ezra West, and Biomedics Expo, and myself, we thank you!
Thank you, bye-bye.
Go to biomedexpo.com, B-I-O-M-E-D, expo.com. Thank you.
Yes, we'll see you in Los Angeles
We
tomorrow.
kept hearing over and over that integration come out of this panel throughout the whole process. At least the principle kept coming up, and from several of us, and thank you. And basically, in the laws of empowerment, integration of truth versus disintegration of truth is life and death. So people can help you
You guys want
integrate
to keep
truth.
talking or finish
Do you have
your
a,
life?
let's close with a message, last message.
Yeah,
What's
last
your message to the audience?
It's ascension, it's everything.
Well, yeah,
And everything is
after that
interconnected. So there's 1,000 ways of saying it.
Yes.
You know, there's an infinite number of ways of saying it, actually. The principles are the same. That's what the key is. That's what this new realm is based on. That's the laws, the higher realm level of understanding. The principles, that's the new Constitution. And we have a new Declaration of Independence, several that are coming out. I've already published one myself called Bittersweet.
And there's a new 1776 independence. We're back to the Constitution of 1776. But
Yeah.
right now, I'd like to cut to the audience to see if they want to share anything, what they learned, or have any questions from the panel. Would anybody like to share anything?
Come on,
Yes,
Oscar.
The green mushroom.
mushroom queen.
She's
Not too long.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Komini Angel Star from Maha Mushrooms. I was able to.
Distance.
Hello?
Distance.
Can you hear me?
Can you come up closer because it's too far from the receiver?
Hi. Okay, we'll start over again. My name is Komini Angel Star with Maha Mushrooms, and I had the honor and the opportunity to meet with everyone, almost everyone, one-on-one, and to experience their skills, their abilities, hear their stories, share good medicine together, and just overall create like an electric field of energy that is so healing to our galactic soul family and super crew. You know, the unified field of one consciousness. So, you know, Mr. David here has done almost nearly the impossible, and he has gathered us all underneath this awning here. And I was able to experience everyone's experience. So that in itself made me grow so much.
Yeah, it's a personal experience. Well, it wasn't like other events they throw you.
I've never been to a 5D event. I've never attended a biomed event. I've never met a super soldier. I've never been involved in any of this. I am a baby, but not, because I have been working all alone. So now I'm with my family. So that makes me feel so welcomed, supported, understood, and good. And I feel like amazing energy even blasting through me right now as I'm speaking. Like I'm just like, oh, shaking with all this love and energy. And hopefully Facebook and all the social media groups and all the planetary beings here, the creatures will feel our loving energy as we love you. I love you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for
And thank you. How many of you guys got tried her medicinal mushrooms? Raise your hand. Like, how many? Exactly.
I gotta say something for you, Eric, and for you, Saheed, David Farman. You know, some of us that are Native American know something about coyote medicine. Some of us are gifted with it and have a free pass to use it. And the way you guys do use it for comedy and other things, shaking people up a little bit, you know, and you're you know, thank you, Eric, for convincing Saheed to do these events to begin with,
Yeah,
for
Eric,
helping
it's been
make
great
it a
help.
place
Thank you.
where we can
We're
gather.
Eric.
Thank you very, very much.
Alan is amazing. We can't do, listen, Alan.
Want to pass a message from the angel. They want to say something to the angel for the group. And I want to say, they asked
Most of the time,
I think that's the best way to do it.
He made the technology.
that's great. It's great to have James Ring here. You know, he's.
The guardian angel wish to say something to the group. Would that be okay for you?
Guardian Angel speaking again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What is Guardian
Hold
Angel?
on, you go on the channel?
He's gonna go channel.
Yeah, hold on a second.
No, there's,
They got a message.
he's got a message.
Just go for it.
Okay, yeah, they're talking to me right now.
So he wants to go.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Guardian Angel, go ahead. I relay the messages. Say, you guys are not only human, you are also us. You came from us, and we are your protector and your family. You are also our protector and our family. Every one of you is doing an amazing job. You follow our messages by following your intuition and your dream that we give to you. You are never alone. If you need help from any of us, call. Just say, Angel, help me, and we will be there for you. And that is all. Be blessed and know that we're here for you, and we'll be glad to do whatever you ask of us to help you become more of yourself, because you are us and we are you. Be blessed and be well. That's
That
it.
was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
for
so
that message. Yeah,
Thank you, Angel.
here's another comment from the audience.
Eric and all on the panel, I truly believe that we should get closer.
Or it might be the battery.
I truly believe that we should run this Biomed Expo again, starting right now. To do it all over again, because we just can't pick everything we need to learn in one pass through it. So we have an entire table back here of DVDs to replay, not only to.
Yeah, buy your DVDs, guys.
Which DVD that interests you most, but also for the streamed audience, well, there'll be a question for Alan.
Let's do that. Let's go find
There are a way that the streamed audience can replay these in the future? Yes.
Yes, excellent question.
Of
Thank you,
course.
because that's a good thing. You know, Dennis is happy to mail them to you if you don't get them right now. So you have to contact Dennis Whipple.
And they're
Dennis,
available
you want
on
me to
his
give
online
a
platform.
Phone number or email?
Dennis Whipple at Yahoo.
DennisWhipple@yahoo.com.
Phone number 562
562
667
667
6600.
6600. Perfect. And you can get the DVDs then, and if you don't have cash now, he has a little machine you can slide the credit card to. So, but it's so wonderful to take this home with your friends that speak our language and are interested in this stuff. Because some people think, we're crazy out there and we have to come to these kind of conferences to find our soul family and other friends that are like us. And it's really wonderful, and I've been doing this since, the 1980s, and it's good to find people that are like-minded and share your information. I love being a researcher and sharing my information always, because I always get game too, and get a different perspective. So you're jumping up out of your seat.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
I think so too.
And how about for turning so many bummers into woo-hoos? Everybody on 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo!
Amen.
Yes. Thank you very much.
See you next time.
See you next time. Let's go. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, see, I was supposed to end after 7.
I know, but